Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Advocate BBL is out there coping plays as usual. Behind the scenes, we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to be discussing about this entire situation with Gyptian and what he had to say about Nicki Minaj. At this point, this woman is an absolute obsession. We're also going to be discussing about Elliot Wilson. At this point, we might as well just call him a bab because each time he's about to speak on Nicki Minaj, you can see that he gets excited. It's like he will be waiting for Nicki Minaj to give him some form of, response, some form of attention. It has to be weird at this point. We're also going to be talking about SZA being on Doja Cat's album, and people are complaining, saying that hip hop has become boring. And I'm like, what did you expect? These are some of the things that we will be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Gyptian, okay? You guys do know that Gyptian, had a song, a remix actually. Nicki did a remix to Gyptian's song, back in the day, and it wasn't really on official streaming platforms, I really think. And it seems like now in 2025, he's out there throwing massive shade at Nicki Minaj. The interviewer was basically like, "Listen, Nicki being on your song, did it help your career and stuff like that?" Instead of just saying, "Oh well, not necessarily," and moving on, he started saying that the song helped put Nicki on the spotlight. And at this point, I'm like, the Nicki Minaj, he's making it seem like his song made the Nicki Minaj, or his song helped Nicki Minaj become who she is today, which is absurd if you think about it. But then again, no Nicki Minaj, no clout. And for some reason, each time that Nicki works with people, there is a form of entitlement that people end up having. A lot of her issues stem from people expecting her to do more than what's expected of other people. For some reason, I feel like maybe she interacts with these people too nicely to the point where people begin to feel entitled. Because I've realized that with a lot of people, the more you're nice, the more people expect you to go above and beyond for them, and the more people become entitled. I'm like, what was Nicki Minaj supposed to do for you after the song? Like, are we just going to blame this lady because your career didn't take off the way you expected? And now it's her fault that she was able to climb up the ranks and become one of the greatest. And now you're being delusional, saying that your song put Nicki Minaj on the map. Which map, really? Maybe on the Caribbean map. I don't know if that's what you want to say. But I do know that Nicki has got a lot of solid hip hop hits that made her get to the place where she is. So honestly, this is absolutely insane. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about Advocate BBL. Now, one thing about her is she's very good at, speaking a ish on the internet, making it seem like she's unbothered, even threatening, saying that I'm the bream, this and that. And then she has a tendency of going behind closed doors, calling the girls that she beefs with and asking, for a resolution that is amicable, which I'm like, what is this? She has that drama. She will call a person after arguing with them on Twitter and then come back on Twitter saying, "Oh, well, you were not saying that when I was talking to you, but you're the one who reached out." So this is something that actually came through when I was just, scrolling through Twitter. It is from the page Got the Scoop. Okay. Now, if you know anything about this page, they're very cool with Jetavia, actually. They call each other sisters, if I'm not mistaken. And so she said, "Stand on each HO, always wanting to get on calls after starting in public. Access denied. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the G." Okay, this is what she said. Now she don't normally she doesn't miss a lot of her posts. Actually, if you do follow Got the Scoop, you will realize that a lot of the news that we then speak about, or a lot of the things that we find out later, she would have posted about it like previously. It would be a cryptic post somewhere that would tell you that she knew exactly what was going on behind the scenes, even starting from Advocate BBL's pregnancy. But she just chose to not directly address it. But you could tell that she is in on the scoop, okay? And if you also know her, she is in very good books with Jetavia. Like, they call each other sister even. And so personally, I do feel like maybe she has some inside scoop on advocate BBL reaching out to Jetavia and trying, to reach a sort of agreement amicably and to squash this entire back and forth amicably. So, and it seems like JT is not really backing down. And personally, I don't understand the logic of you coming in public acting all tough only for you to reach out to people behind the scenes. And this is the part that I do not understand about this girl. Okay, in public you're acting all tough, all brim, all this and that, and then in private you're trying to reach out to all of these girlies. So who are you forming tough for? Like, who are you trying to convince that you're tough? It's absurd if you ask me. It's a lot of work, really, because in one breath she wants to benefit from sympathy, in another breath she wants to make it seem like she's this, rough rider. She's this, and I'm just like, ma'am, sit your behind down, okay? Anyway, Jetavia is not backing down as well. She's still going in on her. And this is how you know that she is such a Sagittarius, okay? So this is what she said. Somebody said, you've been foaming at the mouth for 3 days in a row. Give it up. And then Jetavia said, I'm not, but your fave is in fact foaming out of her behind. Match it. And then the fan said, OMG, girl, it's been like 3 days now. And JT said, it's going to be 3 years. Buckle up. And then, and then she also went ahead and said, allegedly. But your favorite should have actually got one. Ninja stay having her behind crying like she's at a funeral. I'm seated for the spaces about that new baby daddy walkie talkie cooch. And I'm JT. She's not letting up. I saw some of you saying that you guys are not buying this whole altercation, but the way that Advocate BBO is silent right now tells me that this might not have been staged, really, because JT is still going on and on and on. You can clearly tell that she no longer wants the smoke with JT because, yeah, clearly JT is about that. So let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about all this drama. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Doja Cat's album is going to be out tonight. She is in her pop era, and I cannot wait to see what that is going to sound like. What's going on? It seems like people are not impressed by her rollout. People feel like it has been a little bit too quiet and she should have done more in as far as the rollout is concerned. But personally, I'm like, the thing is, you guys are now equating talent to drama. You are equating album rollouts to drama. People used to do rollouts without having to do drama. So all this standard that you guys are now setting, that you should pop out with a belly pregnant whilst you're married for another man, it's just too much. It's too much to ask from people that actually do have senses. But anyway, so it is being revealed that SZA is actually going to be on the album, which is interesting because the last time I checked, it was rumored that SZA might have declined to be on Advocate BBL's album. So here being on Doja Cat's album now, of course, people are like, what is going on? Is SZA being shady? How can you deny being on Advocate BBL's album and then end up being on Doja Cat's album? And Doja Cat even revealed that actually it was a last minute addition to the album. And it's gonna get interesting. Let's see how the dynamics are going to play out. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Idiot Wilson. Like, one thing about Idiot is that he is such a bab. You can tell that when each time female rap is mentioned, he cannot wait for an opportunity to bring Nicki Minaj in the conversation. Now, his recent take is something that I won't even comment. I will not remove it. I won't do anything. I won't subtract or add anything from his commentary because it's just so delusional. Where do I even start from? Like, I wish I could insert the clip with his face so that you guys could have seen the way he was so excited. It's like, Nicki Minaj. The way, the way he was so excited. I was like, boy, are you obsessed with this woman? Do you have a crush or something? What's going on with him? You can tell that he literally be fiending for Nicki Minaj's attention. And now that Nicki has paid all of them dust, you can tell that they still want that Nicki Minaj and Advocate BBO comparison to go on, and Nicki has paid it dust. Wow. How does a grown person become such a clown? Like, this is the part that I don't understand. But like I said, I do not want to add or subtract anything from his commentary. I just want you to listen to this amount and level of delusion and tell me if it's normal or if this woman is an obsession. I feel like Nicki is just an obsession. Once someone is obsessed with her, yeah, it really does get south.
I'm in alignment with that thought process. It could be 2 or 3. Yeah.
Okay, let me take it further. Then you ready for me to take it further?
Okay, you take it further.
She doesn't like me anymore. That says she, so you know it's not Drake.
Yes.
Nicki Minaj.
Yes.
I love Nicki. I still think Nicki's the GOAT for her accomplishments in hip hop.
Yes.
I consider her the GOAT. But with all respect to the pioneer female MCs that came before her. Cardi is showing her greatness. Cardi makes better albums than Nicki Minaj. Both these albums are better than any album Nicki Minaj has ever done. They're both classic albums to me. This is the level she's at. So to me, she solidified her spot as being also, to me, number 2 greatest underneath Nicki right now of all time. That's how good I think her albums are. I think Nicki's made good albums, but these are both great albums. And Invasion of Privacy is all nothing but hits. But I think the people that do like, I heard the same thing people saying to me, is like people that like this more than that, is that she's actually a better rapper now. She's rapping better. Her delivery's better. She's got more confidence. Like the records were gifted to her in that sense, but this record, she's making it her beat. Even the production is very, it's a lot of no-name producers and the production is very consistent and it's kind of very like, how do I describe it? Like in the backdrop where her voice always kind of hits above the music. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more about her
energy.
Presence, her energy carries every song. And I think with that, again, I think both albums are going to end up being viewed as classic albums to me.
But I really hate that now I have to make
this
a Nicki Cardi thing because I did not want to say before I even got my opinion off.
Talking about greatness.
Okay. So two things.
No, you go to the first point. You can skip that.
I'll defend that first because the Pink Print is better than both of Cardi's albums. I will say that.
Really?
And I love both Cardi albums, but the Pink Print is a classic. It is a better album. Yes, I will stand on that. I 100% will stand on that. I didn't love some Nicki albums, but the Pink Print
I think the Pink Print is my favorite Nicki album. I will go listen to the Pink Print again
because it has everything else you'd want. It has hits, it has emotion, it has narrative, it has rapping at a high level, it has great features, like everything you'd want from an album.
So you think Pink Print is better than both Cardi albums?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. I like that.
Yes.
I may not agree, but I like that.
You like Anaconda?
No, that is my skip. That is my skip.
That's her outside.
Anaconda is my skip.
That was the first single, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No, but that's my favorite Nicki album, the Pink Print. But I didn't view it as good as Invasion of Privacy or this new Cardi album.
Was Anaconda on there?
Is that Anaconda?
Oh yeah, it is. It's 16.
That was first single.
And I also won't say I won't go as far as you guys said. I still have Chance and Jid above this Cardi album.
Chance and Jid?
Yes, both.
You got Cardi at 4.
I got Cardi at 4.
And Freddie Gibbs and ALC at 5?
Probably Gibbs. I have Saba up there. I have to go through my list. She's in that top 5.
She cracked your top 4.
Yeah, top 5 for sure. But what I will say is she really delivered. Yeah. Like Cardi had so much pressure on her, not only from the fans, but I think from herself. Like you could tell she didn't want to drop that album until it was right. And everything you'd want from a Cardi B album, you received.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Let us talk about people feeling like hip-hop is now boring without Drake. And people were making comparisons. Oh my God, if Nicki would come out there, if Drake would come out there, hip-hop would become interesting again. Like, what exactly do you guys want? Do you want to have fun, or do you want to humble people that you feel like have been sitting at the top for a long time? You cannot just pull out and say, pull them out and say, yo, you guys, you need to come out and perform and entertain us. When we're done with you, we're going to disrespect you. When we want you, you're going to come outside. No, you guys prefer industry gimmicks. You guys prefer polarization. So eat that. Have that. And leave these people alone. You guys said these guys ruined hip-hop. There you have it. $4.99 albums. So why won't you enjoy that? Literally there's another female rapper that is outside, doing the physical reach outs as you want and all of these things. Why can't you guys just enjoy that? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is what you asked for. Degenerate behavior. But anyway, Let me insert what these people had to say on the Rory and Mal podcast, and I don't think that after that I'm actually going to come back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on the internet, about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.
Game Dash.
Yeah.
I say a little bit of shit. I say I think I said on Bag Fuel, I said I think he's getting slandered. And people say, why are you getting slandered? I said, but Jay-Z doesn't have to slander him. Jay-Z is just everybody's favorite. You know what I'm saying? He has the leverage. So Jay-Z can just sit back and just watch everybody just do what he's doing. He doesn't even have to want y'all to do it. But your fans, it's like when you got a bunch of gang members and somebody wants to go make they want to get close to you. So they want to go make a point. He got a billion gang members. It's like, oh, if his name Dash, it's trash, it's this, it's that,
Setting on
that. So it's like, what are you going to get from that, yo?
Yeah.
You out here defending yourself all day. It's like Drake. I would have said, yo, Drake, don't even engage in this no more. Like, yo, just go do what you decided to do later. You just put songs out. People still like your records. A battle doesn't mean nothing. I said this. I said, if he just go do the songs, and I said on the show, I said, the industry isn't as entertaining since the takedown of Drake.
Think about that. It's been boring.
It's not entertaining. Like that's all that I'm saying. When he was rolling around, Chris Brown's concert had all the bitches. I'm not gonna lie, right? But when Drake was in town, it was like a hysteria. It was a thing going on in New York. It was 5 days and parties here and fashion here and
Shit was
chicks
exciting.
over here. That's how it was going. I don't know what it is about him and the people he brings or who rocks with him, but he had a different type of excitement to the game.
And since he been chilling, shit been boring. Hip hop's been boring.
And now
they gonna kill you for that. They can.
They said
but it's the truth.
We said it too, but it has been.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.
But why do you say it's been boring?
Nobody who's bringing the excitement.
The music.
The excitement just isn't in a great record. What made our shit exciting was the personalities, the feeling that you got when they was in public, when you saw dudes coaching at the Rucker. Drake was one of the few people, he's outside.
Yeah. One of the most accessible
My man went to
superstars of all time.
Starlets with a plastic bin.
He's
And threw
outside.
bundles of money. He didn't even break the seal. He just threw the bundles.
I rock with
Come on.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I do. I think
Kendrick don't be
I think
outside.
he's a talent rapper, whatever.
Dope artist.
He's not outside. Nobody's outside. Like nobody.
But you guys are from an outside era.
All right.
These kids are inside.
Cardi B's rollout has been about
Cardi
what?
B
Being
is
outside. And they're looking at it like it's
Cardi
magical.
B is outside.
And that's standard record
She's
label
doing a
rollout.
stadium.
She's doing the standard.
I mean, the same thing with the clips. I loved their rollout.
Standard
But it was a very, they just did what anyone had done before.
and the kids thought it was magical.
Because they watched
they
it
was
from their
outside
basement.
a little bit.
They weren't outside. They watched the
a
artists be
little
outside.
bit. The clips was outside. They was accessible. They did shit downtown and had outside concerts and they were popping up over here. It gave you the air of accessibility just because they decided to come outside and make their face seen.
Right.
Nobody, if you can reach out and touch somebody, if Nicki Minaj was outside, and I'm not talking about being in the clubs, I'm just talking about if we saw her somewhere beside an award show or something like that, hysteria would be different.
If she stood up on top of a truck in Soho.
It's bananas.
Oh, yeah. It would shut the whole city down.
But you know what it would do? It would bring excitement to hip hop.
I agree.
And this is what we don't have people doing. Remember when Jay-Z spent the whole summer driving around New York in the Wrangler?
Yep.
Everybody talked about that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody went to buy Wranglers. It created some excitement. Oh, Hove is in the city. Nobody's doing that within their cities.
So you don't feel like hip hop has been exciting since Drake?
Since the battle.
Once the battle died down, it's been boring.
I think we've had moments. We've had good music.
Such as?
I said good music, but
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good
I
albums.
agree there's been some good music, but
But it's not.
you know this shit not
Come on, bro.
exciting.
Nah, but I think the clips rollout was exciting.
I can't say nothing. Like they gonna kill me no matter what.
Like
I
pro Drake all day.
can't say shit.
What do you think, bro?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I know
I
exactly
think
what you're saying.
the clips rollout was exciting
I
to
like
me.
the clips roll out.
To me,
I like the rollout.
I think that brought a lot. That was probably the most exciting moment this year as far as hip hop went. I would say
And I'm
that.
not saying nothing. If that's the most exciting moment, like we got
It's back to square one of just a standard rollout.
It's a
We're coming
standard
to-
rollout. That's it.
But it worked.
And look what the
point of a rollout is to work.
Think about it. They had to
Cardi
do
B
all of
on-
that.
I like Cardi B on the train better than that.
Yeah.
I like Cardi B fake selling the CDs. Like
On-
Yeah, on 2/5 and shit.
I'm
Yeah,
enjoying.
yeah.
I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm enjoying for hip hop? Like I'm off tilt. The Commodore skits about the hip hop story.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying.